Passphrase, passphrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber?
Because people are afraid to wake up from the dream.
Perfect! Identity confirmed. Welcome, Agent Mech Tycoon. Please proceed to the next rendezvous point. Our people will be waiting for you there.
Is this really necessary?
Gotta stay in character. Follow the instructions, Mech Tycoon. Hello. Please submit identity verification for Agent Ultra Firepower Instant Star Traveler.
Who?
Mech Tycoon wasn't cool enough, so... So, Miss Sparkle went ahead and changed it.
Masked fool! You shouldn't be here.
Well, someone's been kept in the dark this whole time, completely oblivious to their real body standing right in front of them.
Buddy!
Don't tell me you still haven't noticed. That memo keeper has already stabbed you in the back once. Hello. Please submit identity verification for Agent Ultra Firepower Instant Star Traveler.
Who?
Mech Tycoon wasn't cool enough, so... So, Miss Sparkle went ahead and changed it.
Masked fool! You shouldn't be here.
Well, someone's been kept in the dark this whole time, completely oblivious to their real body standing right in front of them.
Buddy!
Don't tell me you still haven't noticed. That memo keeper has already stabbed you in the back once. No way. Silverwolf never mentioned me? But she's the one who invited me to team up. The family's omnipotence in this sweet dream, that was my intel. Now you all are going back on your word?
Your intel? With Kafka's spirit whisper, my cognition shouldn't be susceptible to distortion. Could things be different now that I'm in a dream? Before heading to Penacony, Silverwolf did tell me to keep an eye out for anyone asking, why does life slumber? But as evidence, that's not enough.
Oh, really? Then what if you were to die 3 times in the sweet dream?
Then, why is this the first time we're comparing notes?
What else could I do? As a fool, how could I ever catch up to a memo keeper in a dream? Every single time, just when I was about to reach you, poof! She'd vanish with you.
Who exactly is Constance?
She works for the Dream Master, but she definitely has her own agendas. She secretly made a deal with me. She pointed to a nightmare in which all the Dream Master's schemes would be carried out. I've been looking everywhere for you just to give you this spoiler.
A nightmare? What exactly is in it?
Tell you straight up? No way. I went through hell and back for this. Here's the short version. After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown.
That's way too cryptic. I can't trust you.
Please, we're working together. I'm not some lackey. Just because someone else fooled you doesn't mean you get to pin it on me.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Sorry, I'll catch you later. But thanks. At least you brought good news.
Which part was good news?
The best of times.
And now, the Dream Master's plan begins to turn like clockwork, and so too does destiny.
What does the Dream Master gain from recreating the Swarm disaster?
Oh, reminds me of the good old days during the War of Gods. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot. I need to retrieve a certain lost item. Otherwise, there's a lady who won't be too pleased. Sorry, but I need to get going.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. This is the land chosen by Gopher Wood to meet disaster. But he doesn't want the Swarm to truly surge forth and devour the world. The Swarm disaster will be trapped here, and so will you in your weakened state.
Unless a kind memo keeper lends a helping hand, right?
But I can't find a reason. So far, there hasn't been a single case of one of the 10 Stonehearts being killed. It's driving me crazy with curiosity.
Glory above all! My friends, in the face of the omen of evil, we must stand united more than ever. Allow me to prove our resolve with my spear and pierce through this darkness.
Huh? Whose backup is this?
Pardon my late introduction. I am Argenti, of the Knights of Beauty, traversing this cosmos to eradicate all that is unsightly in this world. In the name of beauty, the one and only has brought me to this place. Perhaps it is destiny's guidance that led me here. In this dreamscape tainted by the propagation, I shall uphold the name of beauty and clear the path for all of you.
passing night. You found just the right person. I am an IPC envoy trapped here. Lend me your aid. For Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Someone's a quick learner. Nothing else to say. This is far too much of a coincidence.
What else is there to say? Would this Sir Knight even listen to us try to reason with him? That's the fascinating thing about destiny. Some people are just born lucky. Let them be. We should get moving now.
Where are we going?
To find your dance partner, darling. By an unexpected turn of events, the Dream Master's plan is about to come to fruition. And to deal with him, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony, and fulfilling the long-cherished wishes of Mikhail and our other predecessors.
After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown. It's all over now. So that's how it is. Well then, it's time for me to depart. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough.
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
3 times? This can't be serious, right?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. But the death granted to me by the planet of festivities was merciful enough. For my first death, I chose how it would come and what it would change. For the next 2, I want to try my best to achieve the same outcome.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality. Is this the place where the Dream Master executes all his schemes?
Or perhaps it's the place where he'll find redemption.
Dream Master!
No. Just one of his divine laws.
Don't think I'll let my guard down. I know your true nature. Whatever your goal is, I will stop you.
No need to be so tense, Miss Firefly. I am but a thought, formed from memory. Feel free to strike me if you wish to verify this. But his actions aren't baseless. There's a reason for my presence here.
Please continue.
Thank you for your openness. I'm equally unaware of the Dream Master's malicious plans. But he's been waiting for your arrival. That Glamoth Knight he killed with his own hands, through me. He hopes to restore justice for her. And you, her friend, are meant to witness it.
Justice?
Indeed. I'm quite familiar with this place, and can guide you. This has its own significance for you, too. Witnessing his confession is tantamount to unveiling his crimes.
I don't need your guidance to get this done.
But you need someone to decipher the truth. Force alone won't solve anything.
It's not like you'll stop here if I refuse. Lead the way. But I'll be keeping my eye on you. What is this place?
Oak Manor. Once part of the Dewlight Pavilion. Before becoming the Dream Master, he used to hold family councils here. But it's been abandoned for years now, sinking into the primordial memory zone.
Is that...
I'm afraid it's pain.
Did Oak Manor always have decor like this?
After taking over the Sweet Dream, he never turned away any sincere dream seekers, even if they were shady characters. Walking along the Harmony, he firmly believed that even villains could be transformed by Sheepay's benevolence to show mercy, act with justice, and walk with humility.
It seems his wishes didn't come true.
Indeed. Those villains never learned their lesson. They even conspired with one another, foolishly attempting to establish their own family lineage. Such arrogance. They went as far as sending a messenger across the vast cosmos to seek permission from the main family. In the end, they only brought shame upon themselves.
And then there was a revolt.
Fortunately, his heart was already aligned with the Oak family, allowing him to survive by sheer luck. Though he could never leave the sweet dream again. Soon after, the manor was decorated this way.
Was he trying to warn himself?
If your beliefs lead you down a path of plight, why stubbornly cling to them? That's exactly what I'm getting at.
At least now, I can understand those feelings.
And I think I've come to understand why I exist here. At that moment, Gopher Wood stood at a crossroads, pondering whether the harmony was still the right path. But my fragmented memories have not yet revealed where this would ultimately lead. Since he was about to commit a great evil, perhaps the Dream Master who left behind these laws was hoping I would choose a different path.
But it's too late to change anything now.
Not necessarily. We might as well keep moving forward. Good intentions are always the final creation of evil deeds, for they know they must be stopped. And his past choices will reveal his schemes to us.
In your opinion, which path would the Dream Master choose?
Probably the path of force. But Miss Firefly, feel free to do as you please. I have no other thoughts today. The road not taken can never be retraced. Even in dreams, this truth remains. In the end, all paths lead to the same destination. Human will, it seems, truly has very little impact.
Is this?
The manifestation of Nanook and the fall of the Eternal Centurion. Such news has shaken the universe, and I've long since known about it. So why would a messenger of the main family take the trouble to visit this frontier?
Just so you know, I'm here to deliver punishment, and you're the guilty one.
I barely escaped death, and I still can't reveal my true form. Tell me, why have I been branded a criminal upon returning to this place?
You've already confessed to your crimes. The family doesn't tolerate incompetence, even from a branch leader on the frontier. Not only did this one fail to quell the situation, he was even murdered. If it weren't for Nanook's manifestation, the Eternal Centurion would have descended upon Penacony to eliminate these villains. But you survived by sheer luck, and I set out for this very reason. You must settle this matter yourself and reclaim your lost respect. Not for yourself, but for the family.
To survive, but without the power to do anything.
Therefore, your crime shall be punished with a blessing. I shall bestow upon you another crime. Its evil reaches even the heavens, and once known, the name Gopher Wood will lose all meaning. You will be alive in body, but dead in spirit.
I know my sins. Please bestow your punishment.
Here and now? That's not possible. Before I lead you to that honeyed fountain, I shall tune you, so that you can no longer speak out. People believe it to be a creation of the destruction, for it always arrives coupled with calamity. I shall clear the shadows before your eyes, so that you may once again behold that almighty force that giveth and taketh, and worship the mercy bestowed by the triple face. The harmonic cancer, the Stellaron.
Did the Dream Master already know back then that the Stellaron was actually a creation of the Path of Harmony? Was he forced to manipulate the Stellaron under the family's orders?
I'd like to defend him, but calling it forced would be self-deception. He claimed he was powerless, not that Shipe taught us we shouldn't do this. Whatever the family's true face may be, right now, Gopher Wood is no longer a follower of the Harmony.
What if you were the one standing there?
Perhaps I too would betray the Harmony. But in any case, that would only mean I found the family unworthy of obedience. It doesn't justify the Dream Master's heinous acts. Miss Firefly, have you ever pondered over destiny? I often wonder if we could face our past decisions again, would we really make different choices?
Nice.
Looks good.
It's in that puppet's hand, Lady Firefly.
Got it.
No match for me.
Rest in peace now, old friend.
Mikhail, was it you who killed him?
Is that what you think of the Dream Master? Someone so unforgivably evil. He was once the Dream Master's closest friend, but they ultimately parted ways due to their differences over the sweet dream. Mikhail once gave the Dream Master a wristwatch, and even though it's broken now, he still treasures it to this day. I came for a confession, old friend. I wonder, what did death feel like to you? I died once, yet returned to the mortal realm. If you were as fortunate as I was, would we still walk different paths? In my eyes, you can still hold on to hope precisely because you've never faced inevitable death. Would you blame me? Would you, Mikhail? I tried to unveil Xipe's third face, but I was wrong. It wasn't the propagation. Yet destiny was so merciful, making me realize the propagation was able to continuously evoke people's prayers for the Order through the fear brought by the Swarm. When the Swarm disaster ravaged the universe, that was also when the Order reached its unprecedented peak. But after that, the Great One deliberately ignited a war among gods, leading to their own downfall. They would rather fall than let the Order ascend upon a staircase of falsehoods. They were wrong too. The Great One wished to restore justice to the mortal world. But what people prayed for wasn't justice. It was freedom from fear. Will you forgive me? Will you, Mikhail? I shall commit an act of transgression, mending the errors of the gods. I will restore the missing hand to the celestial clock and show mankind death. I know my sins. They are ever before me. But I shall never repent.
Using the propagation to lay the foundation for an eternal paradise. So what he meant was recreate the Swarm disaster using fear to force people to pray for the Order's return?
Perhaps that's why your friend was killed. The Dream Master wanted to find out how the Glamoth Iron Cavalry obtained the propagation's power.
That's not a power that can be easily controlled. We need to pick up the pace.
Past this point lies the Grand Hall at the end of Oak Manor. And before us lies his final decision. Where to go after turning away from the Harmony.
Since he wants you to choose again, which side will you take?
Go ahead with whichever path you think is right. I'll take the other one. Don't worry. I can't change anything. Even if I have a sudden awakening, it would only give the Dream Master peace of mind. He deserves absolute punishment and must be brought to heel.
So you made a different choice after all. I will stop him.
I hope everything goes well. This is goodbye, then. propagation rained down heavenly fire once more, heralding the mournful cry of death. Let the harmony's lies be exposed in an instant, revealed by the piercing blade of truth. Well then, our paths diverge here. You go towards life, and I towards death. Which path is better? Only the gods know.
What a desolate sight. But never let your guard down. Nothing seems out of place. Did I pick the wrong one? No doubt about it. This is the place.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Lady Firefly.
It's you. It seems the other path leads here too. What is this?
It's the terror that humanity dares not recall. The swarm disaster's chrysalis of extinction. The Dream Master's devastating strike, like a torrent of fire, lies hidden behind the stained glass, waiting to shatter it and unleash the swarm disaster once again.
How did the Dream Master become this powerful? We need to stop him.
Or maybe stop me.
As expected.
I shall end this matter on his behalf. This thought, together with the power beyond the window, completes a single, true, divine law.
Divine law?
Everything you saw along the way, none of that was meant for you. It was meant for me, so that I could bring you justice.
I don't see any justice in any of this.
Lady Firefly, I assume you've pondered over destiny too.
I don't think it can be used as an excuse for anything. Even if the ending is predetermined, we can still decide how we get there.
That's just self-deception. You've never been able to change the course of events. When we stand at the crossroads of choice, no matter how many times we start over, we'll always make the same decisions, By that moment in time, we've already been shaped by our past, believing that choice to be the only correct path. All the past you've left behind has already determined your future. Your friend tried to escape destiny, only to meet the same end. And now, here you are, no different.
But the person you met today is someone who has rewritten their destiny.
Well then, I'll offer you my sympathy, Hunter. As far as I know, there's only one way to rewrite destiny. Give up your true desires and stop walking your own path. In doing so, your destiny will indeed change, and you may even sway the course of the world. But from that moment on, you will have killed yourself, alive in body, but dead in spirit.
This is the price we're willing to pay to defy destiny. Not everyone chooses to surrender with their hands up. Everyone has the power to see the world as it is, and to bear that weight. This is the true meaning of sacrifice.
I admire your resolve. Since you don't mind sacrifice, that's enough talk. Stand down, Hunter. You can't stop that strike.
I won't let you get away with this.
Oh, really? How did the Harmony succeed in spreading its cancer across the universe, then?
Though she wasn't my true companion, that cremator left me with a spark of her flame. I never trusted you. During our journey together, I planted it on you. And now, I'll let it reignite. It can burn away a thread of thought with ease.
Impressive. But do you really think you can get ahead of me?
If I can't, I still won't run away. If that strike is inevitable, I'll be the only one who dies in this nightmare.
Your courage shines like pure gold. Even so, paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever? Come forth and present yourself, last heir of the Empire. I permit you to unveil the true face of order. I permit you, with mortal hands, to bring forth the Great One. The swarm will again devour all things, and fill the hearts of the lost with terror. Someone must cast down rage in their stead. All that lives will one day die.
Even so, I will still do as I've always done, and pray that I can stay alive. I can do it. Right?
But death will come because you, out of all people, are the foremost in seeking life.
Your last confession took me by surprise. Mr. Gopherwood. No. The final divine law. I suspect there was never any chrysalis of extinction from the swarm disaster to begin with, was there? What exists in Oak Manor is nothing but a disguise. The only thing hidden within is a Stellaron.
True. I never unraveled the secrets of the propagation. Now, split into 4 parts. A single strike of mine cannot harm that hunter.
But if a Pathstrider of the same origin as the Swarm were to be deceived by tuning, mistaking what lies before them as certain death, if they were to make a wish to live before the Stellaron, the outcome would twist into a catastrophe that brings death. The Swarm disaster. Her life shall beget death, and that death shall beget life unto this world. But why are you so certain that nothing will go wrong?
I've already glimpsed the secrets of the Stellaron, and I have no need for certainty here. Even if she never entered the game, that strike would still fall at the appointed time, causing the Stellaron to shatter. The Dreamers will learn that the power to destroy their own lives comes from the harmony, but that it is ultimately the worst option.
You should know that I won't agree with this.
Too late, child. The hands of time have struck midnight. Look up at the stars. Do you know why they are so cruel? That reason shall be the final divine law. And with this, we entrust everything into your hands. Because the stars belong to everyone, they have never belonged to anyone. If you love everyone, then you love no one. Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma.
I shall walk the path of the Order to its end, as you wish. But I can no longer accept your divine laws. If I become the only star in the sky, even if I belong to no one, there would still be no cruelty. The stars are cruel, only because they have never shared their heat with the masses, burning fiercely only for themselves. Well, there can't be 2 suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary. Moreover, how could I allow other stars to shine during the day? Paradise shall soon be created, not at midnight, but at noon. I shall initiate the first and only divine law of the great Septimus. I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
Very well, child. Do what you must. Perhaps I was never without choice, merely too entangled with the fear of losing, never knowing what was possible if I chose to act. I should become a watchmaker too. The harmony I seek has but one note, repeating endlessly, never falling out of tune. Life, too, has its time.
We did it. He faded first, causing our power to lose control. Is that... How did you...
Death comes for us all, eventually.
I'm starting to hate how powerless I am. How I wish that I had some way to comfort you right at this moment. Oh, don't worry, that was all in the past. She had almost reached her demise, yet she survived. Her second death hadn't come yet. It would be upon her soon. He lured a Glamoth Iron Cavalry to face a Stellaron after years of plotting. Though everything Firefly had learned since entering the dream was true, they were only truths that the Dream Master wanted her to see. And that is often regarded as the highest form of deception. The Stellaron answered Firefly's desire to keep living. In response, it recreated within the sweet dream the Swarm disaster and the Eon Enna. It was confined within the dream. Even a Stellaron could not truly revive the Swarm disaster. The Dream Master's actions could only evoke fear in those already dreaming. Yet this swarm was frighteningly real when you consider the next steps of his plan. Enna's dream had enveloped the entire star system, which meant the swarm disaster would gradually become indistinguishable from reality. The propagation would awaken the most primal fears in all dreamers. Through their cries, the path of order would be sustained, until the entire cosmos drowned in a singular dream. You engaged in a decisive battle with Sunday at the Penacony Grand Theater afterward. He had, without question, become an emanator at that time after usurping the Harmonious Choir. But you showed no fear and gave it your all in your fight against him. And you emerged victorious with the help of your allies. Yet that battle, the setbacks, the victory, was just an illusion woven by Sunday. Enna's dream had already enveloped the entire Asdana system. It was impossible for you to beat Sunday at that time. Enna's dream was so terrifying that even memo keepers could not act freely in it. Fortunately, we sought out Acheron first, and she lent us a helping hand. That allowed us to take action and try waking people one by one. Indeed, don't forget that, even within the sweet dream, there were still many people yearning, striving, and pushing forward with all their might. At that moment, you too would face a similar deathmatch. Being woken up by Black Swan was a watershed moment. Due to the existence of Enna's dream, your memories from that point onward can no longer be viewed from the same perspective as before. It's not that they're not real enough. Things always look different when viewed from different angles. Ever thought about whether we've truly seen our authentic selves in a mirror? And from that moment forth, I would also no longer be able to help you. Your memories belong to you alone at the end of the day. Destiny only allows me to intervene this far. However, you must remember this. How your memories manifest is ultimately up to you. People can't dream of things they've never seen before. They're afraid to wake up because the sweet dream is woven from their own past. A past they still can't let go of. It's just like your actions at this very moment. Only by embracing the past can you find the strength to walk towards the future. Firefly, me, the Stellaron Hunters, this entire world. We're all waiting for you to reach that moment. I can hardly tell if this is nervousness or excitement. You are different, unique, and worth waiting for. Go and write a prelude to memories once more. From within the ashes of time, you must reignite destiny.
This way, darling.
Not another one. Thank you so much, Black Swan.
Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I understand you must be confused, and will do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective will of over 100,000 Oak family members. and the desires of everyone in Penacony to usurp the harmony and restore the order.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. They used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality. People think they are awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the Temple of Order.
This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dreams and lives happily ever after. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Penacony and embarking on your next trailblazing expedition. If it wasn't for Acheron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power of the Order and fell into hallucinations. However, thanks to your memories, now we still have a chance to turn the tide.
We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, please, Black Swan, guide us to those with a strong will. The truth of the dreamscape runs deeper. We must notify anyone willing to wake up, so we can end the long night together.
All right, please come with me.
Stay calm.
I bet that even if I don't resist, you'd still...
Time to get down to business, cowboy.
You okay? Me too.
Quite the fateful encounter we have here, friend. Seems you're also a light sleeper. I'll send you some of the IPC's sleep aids one of these days.
Unfortunately, we need to stay awake right now rather than sleep. We're still nowhere near capable of breaking free from Enna's dream. Let me break the bad news first. The enemy we're up against isn't just Sunday anymore, nor is it the harmonious choir that he's usurped. The Dream Master has awakened the swarm disaster within the sweet dream, and cast shadows into the hearts of all dreamers through Enna's dream. The primal fear taking root in people's hearts had led them to call out to the Order for protection. The path of order is gradually being restored, and this has transformed Sunday into Enna.
Specifically, he's just one step away from becoming an Eon. The IPC's starships converged here at an opportune moment, and the power of the preservation seeped into the sweet dream to prevent him from completely ascending. However, that is only temporary.
With the IPC around, the cosmos doesn't need a second order.
But it doesn't make much of a difference for us. Sunday's true form has broken free from the dreamscape, becoming as vast as an eon. The Asdana system is no more than a plaything in the palm of his hand.
Indeed. Forget about stopping him. We can't even manage to face him again.
The key still lies in Anna's dream. Fear and sweet dreams. He relies on these two lies to gather the dreamer's shared wishes. He's still just a false god who barely managed to ascend. If we can wake people up and break Anna's dream, Sunday's divinity will fall with it. But the current sweet dream is extremely complex. Miss Black Swan, could you please explain the rest of it? My memory isn't the best, after all.
Time is of the essence, so I'll cut to the chase. There are 3 layers to the dreamscape trapping us. First, there's Anna's dream controlled by Sunday. It wove a beautiful illusion for every dreamer, making them flounder in it. Second, there's the primordial dreamscape, which includes Dreamflux Reef. The swarm disaster is manifesting again in the Oak Dream within this layer, and is continuously empowering the Order through an endless stream of fear. Third, there's the 12 hours established by the family. This layer was the first to merge with reality and is itself an enormous trap. Forget about winning. We need to cross all 3 layers of the dreamscape before we can even face Sunday again. Unfortunately, we're still in the first layer, which is Enna's dream. Although we've regained our sense of self, we're still dreaming. We've only managed to connect our individual dreamscapes, but have not escaped. To destroy it, we must make everyone in Penacony want to wake up from their dreams. Humans yearning for sweet illusions borders on obsession, leading them to subconsciously resist the harsh reality. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where she was completely unguarded, guiding her to uncover the truth herself to make her regain her consciousness. However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination, that would be nearly impossible.
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection, those who possess a strong will, like you, will gradually awaken from the dream. These free wills are the discord that will sway Anna's dream.
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of people immersed in the dream. We must find other ways to awaken the free will of millions of people within a short period of time. Looks like the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath will be the only solution.
No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Cienjo Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? That's easy. Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers. Do you know what it is, Acheron?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger, and that it can only fulfill its purpose when returned to its rightful owner. Because it's a burial artifact, worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its light illuminates the universe, it means the fall of a hero. And in the direction it falls, countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are Galaxy Rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose, without questioning the cause or counting the cost, because we abide by a bottom line. The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night, and with them comes the dawn. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors, and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark.
This should be enough to delay his ascension to godhood. As for the foundation of Enna's dream, it would take an immense power to shake it in an instant.
I think that shouldn't be too hard.
So, you're the key in the end, I assume? Even if it is just a counterfeit god, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Perhaps it's not about being an emanator. This is a different collective wish. I will do everything in my power to strike down that evil god for you all.
What about the other two dreamscape layers?
There's nothing we can do about them. They're even more dangerous. Unlike our current gathering, the dissipation of Enna's dream will take time, which will draw Sunday's attention.
Exactly. Once we enter the next layer of the dreamscape, we'll be facing an eon's strength head on. But by then, we'll have played all our cards. Enna's dream is no ordinary matter. Even with Constance and me giving it our all, we can only reach the few of you here. It's impossible to find more help. As for beyond the sweet dream, our only hope lies in intervention from other eons. But that would be tantamount to igniting a cosmic war among gods. The Order is one of Xipe's aspects. Yet the Harmony stands idle at this moment as Enna is being reborn, without any further intervention. There must be some deeper reason behind this.
But time is of the essence. We must take our fate into our own hands.
In other words, those who only want to survive by playing it safe will die, while those who dare to face death head-on will live. I like that.
Just these few people? Oh well, that'll do. It's not just Penacony. The entire Asdana system is done for.
A Stellaron hunter?
She was at the edge of the Asdana system, but she still got dragged into this mess. Just finding her nearly wiped me out.
Quite a bold investment strategy. Tell me, with such a huge risk, what kind of payoff are we talking about?
The other 2 layers of the dreamscape will be handled by the Stellaron hunters. One of our associates is searching in the 12 hours for the other person chosen by the Harmony.
Oh? Miss Robin?
She broke free from Enna's dream through her own strength, and left behind a song for those in slumber.
It's true that some people are born strong, and others are born weak. If the Trailblaze is the target of heroes, then the Harmony will guarantee that the strong help the weak. Only the people of Penacony themselves can be the saviors of their homeland. Their path of happiness should be forged by themselves. While I may not be a nameless, I'm willing to instill courage in all those who need it. This includes my brother as well. Enna's dream is too cruel for him and everyone else.
I see. So, we were able to wake up thanks to Miss Robin's help. But the flaws rooted in human nature can't be eradicated overnight. Do you believe that these efforts alone are enough to convince everyone to choose the right path?
I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical aspect of this plan is not to convince everyone to choose the right path, but to inspire them to save themselves.
They'll stir up something big to help break you free from the 12 hours. As for the primordial dreamscape, Sam is standing by, just waiting for you to break free from Enna's dream. Now, I'll tell you, but don't panic. She will die. She will die a second time, facing everything she wants to run away from. But her fate will be determined by you. She will help you break through the second layer of the dreamscape. Then, she'll fall into Enna's dream, which hasn't fully dissipated yet. If you defeat Sunday and wake her from that dream, then her second death, too, will become nothing but an illusion. But if you fail, the dreamscape will ultimately merge completely with reality, and her death will become a fact.
But that still doesn't solve the fundamental problem. What about Sunday? He could wipe out all our efforts with no more than a glance the moment we cross the 3 dreamscape layers.
Oh, Miss Memo Keeper. It's time for a game of recall. I once said something to you lot back in the Oak Dream. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through to the end. And now, it's time to reveal that ace. Let me point out 2 mistakes. One of them is yours. Having personally been to the heartland of the Dream Master's plans, wouldn't I have already found a way to inform the IPC? The fleet's deployment was never meant for a direct confrontation. It was to seed the preservation's heart into the dream. The other mistake was Sundays, and it was a fatal one. He should never have confiscated my cornerstone. He should have kicked me out right from the start. That's how every gamble with me goes. The moment you sat down at my table, you've already lost. A jade-colored light still sleeps deep within the dreamscape, and it does not require the presence of its owner to unleash its powers.
So what? Even the power of the 10 stone hearts can't rattle an existence already approaching eonhood.
That's why I said the cosmos no longer needs a second order. The Dream Master's plan is indeed flawless. However, when faced with the terror of the swarm disaster, how is calling for the preservation any different from calling for the order? The release of the Cornerstone's powers will absorb the Dreamer's desires and offer them the preservation's promise instead, guiding them to cry out these words. All for the Amber Lord.
Is this the IPC's real goal? To completely take back Penacony on a conceptual path level?
What, you think I'm also trampling over others' beliefs? Sorry, but that's exactly what the IPC believes in. Don't question your own ruthlessness. All that matters is profit. The new swarm disaster will end the same way as it ended before. The hammer strike will echo throughout Asdana, seizing the Order's powers on the level of paths to launch our counterattack, leaving Sunday powerless to interfere with your actions. But a new Amber Era will not arrive because of that. Today's hammer strike is not the wrath of an eon, but humanity's battle cry of defiance.
I'll hold my breath and listen for that moment.
Once our plan succeeds, we can strip Sunday of his godhood, but we'll be too drained to join the battle afterward. So...
Take your time to prepare. Before you head out, may I have a moment alone with you? There's one more thing I need to explain to you.